Unscheduled off-world activation.
Unscheduled off-world activation. I mean, Avengers Assemble. I don't know. All the Captain Planet people put your hands. I don't know. We had to get.
Fire.
What a turnaround this has been this entire day.
Mitch doesn't know the third one.
Giving it
He's
away,
got
yeah.
no idea.
Vint.
It's his subtle way of saying he doesn't like your wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. She was Russian. Don't worry about it.
What?
I was like, what did I
Sorry,
talk
no,
over?
she was Eastern European is the technical term they used.
Bozhe moi.
Yeah.
We're here. There's been some Stargating news overnight, guys. So we had to jump in and
How
talk
good.
about something that I think for as long as we've been doing this podcast, it's like, what if? Like, just what if we were doing this and in the time of the podcast,
10 years later.
Yeah.
they decided to announce a new Stargate series? Like, wouldn't that be the dream? Oh, my God, that'd be amazing. We'd be able to cover
I
it.
thought we had it with Origins,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that was a fizzer.
And how that was so soon after starting the pod. I still remember being, what was that, like maybe a year in, I think?
Yeah,
Hey, I
because
think like season 3.
Yeah, I thought it was earlier because you were saying, when they announced it, because you said Reese's favourite episode is Tin Man. So that was season 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, around 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, well, we know what happened there.
Yeah, and to all those people that whinge that we don't upload episodes long enough that we were supposed to be finished by 2020, well, if we were, we
Yeah.
wouldn't still be here for this. So
We'd be dead.
you're welcome that
Yeah.
we've taken so long to finish the series.
And very fitting for at least within our own team. Brendan, you were actually how I found out about this. So I walked into the studio this morning, opened up the phone, and there was on our group chat, and it was the link that you sent around. I'm like, oh, that looks like it's saying there's new star. It couldn't possibly be. And then you quickly followed it up because what was the actual thing? It was a screenshot, right?
Great news for me to wake up to.
Yeah.
Well, I woke up to like a bunch of messages on my phone. It was like 5:30 a.m. Hit the snooze alarm. I'm like, hang on, I don't get messages from the gate thing very often. So I had a message. The first message I ran was from Dan J. Murphy, and he's just sent through the link for the Gate World one, and then I read it, and probably nonsense, but it did make me think of Maddie going, Gero! So Martin Gero is heading this
Executive
producer of the new Stargate franchise, soft reboot, whatever you would call it.
Yeah.
Continuation, I believe, was the word that Gero used.
That's true.
Good.
And I just said, I promise I didn't write this, Maddie.
Yeah.
Just sent that through to the group.
Yeah. Because it does look like something you'd easily doctor up. Amazon greenlights a new Stargate series and then ends with veteran writer and producer Martin Gero at the helm. Yeah, I promise I didn't make this. And because you and I were the only ones awake at that point, I'm like, I can't wait to read
Literally yesterday, Brendan was sending through like AI-generated pictures of us as Stargate members and stuff. So just the timing. I'm glad that you specified that it wasn't some kind of AI-generated because I was like,
You
great.
believed it.
Of all the people, Gero is executive producer.
Yeah.
I'm like, great. Meanwhile, Brennan's over there 10 hards because there's no mention of Robert C. Cooper whatsoever.
Bloody Cooper.
They've dragged in Brad Wright and they've dragged in Joe Malozzi as what were they called? Consulting producers, I think was the title card that popped up.
Would you want to read the article?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I've been referencing the YouTube video from
right.
Gate World, which actually had Martin Gero, Brad Wright, and Joe Malozzi.
Well, if we read the article, kind of like Mitch does with the
on
opening
and-
of the
Oh, yeah, good idea.
pod, and then
Oh, yeah,
the listeners know what we'll bloody be talking about.
Yeah, Mitch, what's the synopsis?
What's the synopsis?
There is a future for the Stargate franchise on television from our mates at Gate World. Today, Amazon MGM Studios announced that it has given the green light to a brand new live-action series which will stream globally on Prime Video. Veteran Stargate writer, producer, and genius Martin Gero created the show and will helm it as an executive producer and showrunner. Fellow Stargate alums Brad Wright and Joe Malozzi are also on board as producers. The new series will continue the franchise with the same universe, canon, and tone that made Stargate a global hit.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, huge, right? Gero says this has been a very hard secret to keep for the last 18 months, but we can announce today that a brand new Stargate series is coming to Prime Video. And in a surprise twist, Stargate's original creators, this is a bit I couldn't believe, Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich have signed on as executive producers, along with Safe Houses Pictures, Joby Harold and Tori Tunnell, who worked on both Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Godzilla Universe spin-off Monarch Legacy of Monsters, which is on Apple TV.
Great people.
Now, usually, if you're talking movies, right, that like if this was another Stargate movie, and Rowan Emmerich and Dean Devlin come on as executive producers, they're like, cool, just pay us, put us on as an EP. They don't have to do
Which
anything.
I'm pretty sure was what happened with SG1, right?
Yeah,
Like, they would have got a little bit of coin.
Yeah, but
from all that.
usually, I guess there's probably different layers of, like, you think about it in a movie sense, a producer's doing a lot of work. An EP could just be someone who said, I'll be on the red carpet when we premiere, right? Just give me an EP credit. Whereas in TV, it's kind of like an executive producer is almost the producer in a movie sense. Like, they do a lot of heavy lifting or very involved, but I guess there's probably different tiers. So
yeah, well, I remember with Buffy. So Joss Whedon, controversy noted, wrote the movie, and then Fran and Rubel Kazooie were the couple that directed it and all that kind of stuff, and it flopped. And then years later, they brought out the TV show, but because of whatever deal the Kazooies had from the movie, even though they literally had nothing to do with the TV show, they got residuals and an on-screen credit as producers on like every episode of the show. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so you imagine Devlin and the gang.
Yeah,
interesting.
I imagine. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if they have any.
Because they were very public in saying they hated SG1. Like they didn't like which way the series went. They had a movie 2 and 3 written or at least planned out. And they just did not like SG1. So this is strange. I was surprised by that.
Because if you think about the rewrite that SG1 did in terms of,
DHD,
the fact that in the movie they were on the other side of the known galaxy or known universe or whatever it was, whereas this was just like, oh, it's actually the closest planet in the gate system to Earth.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, I mean, Devlin, it was only a couple of years ago, right, that the talk was fresh again about a second and third movie, and him coming out going, yeah, we'd like to, we're talking about it again, or some bullshit. Like, it might have just been sort of stoking the fire, see if there was any, how a lot of this shit I think seems to happen. It's like, put it on social, see if it tracks, and if so, then someone might like the idea that maybe it's got some legs. So for this to, if it's an 18-month long thing, that makes sense.
It does make sense why Brad in particular has been so quiet lately, because I remember him coming out a year or two ago and saying, hey, I don't have any contacts at MGM anymore. I don't, the people that were, the champions of SG1 and our friend, they're not there anymore. I don't have any contacts. And then he just went quiet. Yeah. So that
he quickly
kind of tracks.
He pitched something to Amazon and they didn't like it. So then they've just shelved it until obviously Gero had an amazing pitch, something that the guys could not get over, mate. They were just stoked with that.
Bezos is like, are you joking?
It does stink of Gero.
Who is this guy?
Though.
Gero. He's amazing.
Like, I sent Katy Perry to space, but this, wow.
Yeah, the mistake they made was bringing her back, though. That's the problem. It does stink of Gero, though, the fact that it's, it's been a secret for 18 months, given that you'll hear it in one of our upcoming episodes. He actually says in the audio commentary of one of the upcoming episodes, I won't spoil it, but he says, like, he knew about Atlantis' cancellation for months before, like, the cast and crew knew. So, like, the higher-ups knew about the cancellation, then chose a particular episode.
Can keep a secret.
Yeah. So I will say, as high as my disdain for, 2008's Martin Gero is, when I watched the Gate World video, he didn't give me the absolute shits.
Yeah.
Like, he was
and this
actually...
was, like, almost 20 years ago when we're talking about the episodes of Atlantis we're talking about now.
Yeah, I think he said
guy.
I think in that video he said Stargate's been off the air for like 14 years or something like that. So
Universe ended,
maybe he's matured a little, and maybe he's not as
well. He's gone and done other things as well.
He did have that successful, was it
Blind Spot?
Yes, I was about to say Flash Forward, but we've had this conversation about how I don't know the difference between those two shows. So yeah, he has done a couple of show running things, and it could be a simple matter of Brad was like, he was full Lethal Weapon. I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm happy to be involved, but I do not want to show run again, because that would have taken years off his life doing the original run.
But when you think about it, and we've always talked about bring back Stargate, this is what you dreamed of. Ultimately, you've got an OG, or at least someone who absolutely knows Stargate in and out, with Martin Gero at the helm. I'm sure they've still got access if Brad Wright wants to write an episode or whatever.
Yeah.
And they've just got the canon that we know and we love, and it's a continuation, which is what we want as well. Yeah. So, ticked all boxes for me. I know Gero, but he's written some incredible Stargate Atlantis episodes, some of the fan favorites.
Yeah, I would say, like when you look at Brad, Gero, and then the duo of Joe and Paul, obviously, I don't know what Paul's doing these days, Paul Mully, but
Don't know what Cooper's doing either.
Yeah, between the three of those guys that are currently attached to it, they have collectively written some of the best episodes of Stargate.
Well,
The only thing that kind of gave me a little bit of pause, and I know it's part of what has to happen in shows like this, is something Gero said in the Gate World announcement was like, yeah, this is a show for Stargate fans, but it's also a show for people who've never seen Stargate before.
Yeah.
And something about also a show for people who may not even have a favorite sci-fi show.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it can't be for everybody.
No, I get it,
Yeah.
because he's thinking about the younger generation, right? You come through now,
Yes.
you look at what sci-fi is there that's incredible sci-fi. I can't think of any. I've just got my son Jack into Stargate finally, and he's excited about that. So I'm happy now for his generation to witness the new Stargate. That'll be theirs.
Yes.
Remember how we spoken about when Universe came out, people, that was their show, and we were like, really? That's nothing compared to what SG1 and Atlantis have already done, but that's their show. That's their favorite show, which is fine. So this new series is going to be the next generation Stargate.
yeah.
And then they can go back and watch the old stuff.
Well, that's what I think is good is that element of it is obviously, you don't want to have to bog people down, any potential new watchers, with the aspect of having to watch 350 something episodes of 3 different shows before you can watch this new show.
Yeah.
So
it's not going to be SGU season 3. It's not going to be Atlantis season 6. It's going to be a new thing, which I think it needs to do that.
Yeah. So I guess on all of that, and considering the last time you were in, Brendan, we were talking about the idea of, like, we were wrapping up SG1 stuff with Continuum, and it was the idea of like, oh, what if we saw some back? And we kind of in the room almost went, we'd almost rather it not, because we don't want to take the risk they're going to come in and just shit all over it.
Yeah.
So, like, when you first opened up your phones this morning and saw that, what was your honest, like, raw second thought?
I was like, oh, bullshit.
it's not April 1st.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I've heard this before with Origins. We've gone down this road before. But then when I saw the video in the Gate World, on Gate World, I think it's on YouTube.
Yeah, on the YouTube channel.
They come in, there's Brad Wright, there's Gero, there's Paul Malozzi, and I'm like, oh shit, this is real.
Yeah.
And that's when they started talking about it's in the here and now, it's moving forward, it's still canon, everything else still exists. I'm like, oh shit.
It's a continuation of the current
Yeah.
story, which means, we might get at least some kind of closure on Universe.
Yeah.
And, potentially get some recurring, like some familiar faces coming back.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Probably, temper your expectations. We're probably not going to see Teal'c and Daniel Jackson in
Probably
the same room sharing
I don't
scenes
think you'll
together.
ever see Teal'c again. God. Surgeries, but but someone you definitely won't see is bloody Cooper.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say. I'd say the other person you definitely won't see is Baal. But who knows?
And Selmak. And,
they might.
Hammond.
Yeah.
He won't be coming back. Actually, we have
Who's that? Ragnar.
Ragnor's. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, poor old Ragnor's not coming back.
Yeah, you're not getting Ragnar.
But
back.
I did see this on the socials. Cooper's just come in with and just he's got something for us. Let's give it a
okay.
listen.
This sounds interesting.
I'm Robert Cooper with enough about me. I am creator of Stargate shows.
Hi guys, Robert C. Cooper here, writer, producer, head writer, story editor, executive producer, showrunner of all 3 Stargates. But enough about me. Exciting news. There's a new Stargate series on its way. I found out the same way you guys did as a fan. I'm not a part of it. Anyway, if Amazon is listening to this, call me. Brad has my number. I promise I still know how to dial it Stargate. Look, I've killed off Daniel Jackson 4 times. I can handle a reboot.
Kill him
Oh
off
boy.
fifth.
I've written such things as Lost City, The Fifth Race. I know Stargate. Brad, call me.
Excellent. There was a moment there that I was about to go boop boop boop, and you came in and beat me. I bet you I know what his first pitch will be. He'll be like, "So what if we have 2 ancients? So what if we have 2 ancients, and they get into an eternal celestial battle as two balls of light fighting each other. I think that's a really unique idea that Stargate fans haven't seen before.
I haven't seen it, and they're little bugs.
Yeah, they're bugs.
Come back as bugs.
Yeah, it's probably. I think it's the smartest way they could have. Yeah,
and one of them's HIV positive.
I think I appreciate like how smart they've announced it. Like the fact that they go, hey, this is 18 months. It's not like they're coming out going, hey guys, we just got the green light to start developing. Because like, you know, developing can be as simple as having a meeting and like go away and do a story pitch or something. The fact that this has been an 18 months in the making and it looks like you said they've got all those big recognizable heads in that video saying, no, this is happening and this is what it is. And they probably did have to sit there for the last 18 months going, do we want to reboot it? Do we want to continue on? Do we want to, you know, like all these sort of things they've seemed to have nutted out to go, okay, now we're going to make the announcement and we already know all of this and we know so much more that we're not going to tell you yet. So,
well, maybe that's my internal chronology then is maybe when those talks started 18 months ago, Cooper was involved and then he left citing creative differences. And then they're like, okay,
I know Stargate.
I guess we'll check Gero out there and see if he's interested.
I wonder, like, like you said, Brennan, he's been around for so long, but, you know, we make a lot of fun of it with the audio commentaries and stuff from the late noughties. But, you know, he's a younger guy. He's fresh in the scene. Things are going well. Like, you know, he's enjoying the ride. Now, okay, he's went off. He's done his own thing, but, like, he would feel the fandom of Stargate fans out there that have wanted it back for so long. And now it's like, okay, here, you're the lead showrunner. You're the creator. You're the chief writer. Go and it's like,
boy.
Oh shit! It was fine coming in off the back of giants, you know, your Brad Wrights and everybody else, and then to be handed the spare keys to Atlantis along the way, and then to sort of take a little bit more of a creative lead on that a little bit, but to now after 15 years. I mean, really, it only existed for 15. What are we, 97 to 2012?
Something like, yeah.
And then now it'll be nearly, well, it probably will be 15 years gone from the zeitgeist before it comes back. And it's like, okay, well, you've got to not fuck this up. Like, no wonder it sort of humbled him a little bit.
I wonder if that's also why Brad was like, I'm not going to show run this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I still think he's the best man for it, but yeah, you know, like we know going into this, it's never going to appease every single Stargate fan.
No.
You know, there was, I mean, the Origins was a perfect sort of litmus test of it in terms of there were some people going, no, just say it's good so that we get more Stargate. And it's like, no, you know. But that was also a show that had, you know, no one involved in that had anything to do. It was almost like it felt like a fan project.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It felt like a student film.
Yes.
Honestly.
Absolutely.
Like a high-budget student film.
Yeah, well, mid-budget.
But even the 3 series, like I haven't started watching Universe, obviously, yet never seen an episode, and I'm still watching Atlantis for the first time as we do the pod. But like I talked about, I put a thing up the other day on Patreon, sent around to you guys about how Samsung at the moment, part of their Samsung Plus, like extras channels and shit, they've got a 24/7 Stargate channel at the moment. And so
How excited are they going to be?
Yeah, I've been flipping it on, and there'll be an SGA episode, and then I turn it on a couple of days later, and there's SG1, and not having watched any SG1 since we finished doing it for the podcast, and especially at the time, I think I turned it on in like season 7. I was like, oh shit, I miss watching this. Like I just and like back when it was just the OG 4, and it was Birthright. With the female Jafars, and I'm looking at it and the aesthetics, the way that it was lit, just the way that it was shot. I'm like, oh, this is what's this, like season 5 or so? It was season 7, like midway through season 7.
Did Teal'c have hair by that point?
No, still not. So,
season 8 he got
it
hair,
looked
that's
old
right.
school, and I'm like, I miss Stargate like this, and I'm loving my time with Atlantis. But even that's, I'm like, oh, if I had to pick one, I'm obviously picking SG1. But, you know, so like Atlantis isn't necessarily the Stargate for all Stargate fans, but it still manages to, you know, be. So this one doesn't have to be for everybody. It's like, well, just don't make it like, it's like, oh, we want it to be for Stargate fans, but also if you've never watched it, or even if you don't like sci-fi, we want this to be for you. It's like, don't go too far away from the fire, you know.
Yeah. And that's the problem. There's going to be the toxic element of being online where it's like, oh, if there's a black character, it's going to be woke. If there's a queer character, it's going to be woke. And it's like, well, that's already been done in Stargate. So if you think by having a person of color or a queer person on Stargate is woke, well, then you haven't actually watched all of Stargate.
Well, you think SGA, right? Atlantis starts in 2007, whatever it was, something 6 or 7. and you've got Weir had already been introduced, but you know she's given the keys, and she's the head of SGA. She's at the top. That's an argument for this podcast and another time. But you know, she's in charge of the expedition. Okay, and then by even in season 1, when we got Rainbow, and then we've got Rachel Luttrell in there, but then we swap out Rainbow for Jason Momoa. Half of the main team are coloured people, and then we've got a woman in lead. Back in if that show then existed now, it's fucking woke. No one knew what that word was back then. Yeah. That's just what the show was. Well, so it's like they could go and make what they would have made 10 years ago or whatever. But yeah, the way that the audience is told to see certain things in 2025 will look at decisions like that and go,
just keep it real though. Like that's what Stargate's so good at. You look at O'Neill, he's like always sticking it to the man, keeping it real, that old school style, and that's all you need. You don't need to force it into someone's face. That's where the wokeness goes off the rails when it's just like, this is what this is about. Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, you look at, well, Mitch, you haven't even gotten to it yet, but our beloved Ming-Na Wen in Stargate Universe, she's a lesbian, so she's a non-white lesbian, you know, and it's like if they put that character into the new Stargate, people go, oh, this is woke, this is crazy. But it's like, A, it's already existed, but also it needs to reflect the world as it is. But it was by no means a defining character trait of who Camille Ray was.
Don't make that who they are. It's not, sexuality isn't who you are.
But I'm saying
one small piece. It's not your defining
There's
factor.
a sizable chunk, at least on the online forums, in the lead up to the show coming out. I mean, maybe they don't need to come out and go, well, here's a straight white man. It's like they're never going to write that, right? Because that's just all part of the plan. If you come out and go, here's an Asian character who's a lesbian, people are like, well, why do you need to diversify it? So it's like you don't need to announce stuff. But there is like after that first episode and something pops up and you realize that someone's gay or something like that, people will naturally go, well, that's only for these reasons. It's like, no, that's just their character. But you're going to get it no matter what. So the good thing about, like, I think in the end, and we've had so much fun with Gero, is that like you need those people that have been in and around it throughout this entire franchise. You're never going to be able to quite make it the same way. It's never going to look the same way.
Yeah, it was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah,
so
especially like even from your point of view, not seeing Universe yet, that's shot completely different way. Like we've shat on it before, like it's shot like 24 in a way.
Well, if you've ever seen an episode of Battlestar Galactica, you've seen an episode of
Steadicam
and
shit,
and
Shaky cam, sorry,
Steadicam and
But
Zooms.
here's a logistical question for you guys. Now, in the announcement, Martin Gero said it's going to be on Amazon Prime. Do we think it's going to be behind the MGM paywall?
Oh, for us,
probably. For those like non-US.
Yeah, because for us here, you get Prime, but then you have to pay an extra, $7 a month to get MGM.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to jump on our Patreon, we're going to need a few extra funds to update our Prime.
Only one. We'll pay for one account. We'll all go to each other's houses.
Shut up, Mitchell.
But I wonder whether they would do that ahead of time. I wonder whether they would say, under the MGM banner, like even if that goes for free in other countries, not like it does here where you do have to pay for that extra tier, whether they would say in their announcement on Prime Video under the MGM banner or something, or whether you just give it the blanket, the umbrella of like it's going to be on Prime. Like ideally, it just is on Prime. That'd be nice.
Because I think if you want to get eyes on it, the more eyes you can get on it is just put it on Prime.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
I understand. Well, I don't understand, but I have accepted the fact that a lot of this MGM stuff is in its own little separate bracket inside Amazon Prime. But I think they would be. It would come off as a money hungry sort of thing to do that when it's a new show. They want to get old fan eyes as well as new viewer eyes on it. I think just putting it on Amazon would be the smartest.
Because what you're saying, Jacob said that MGM is a part of Prime in America.
I think so. But see, and then the flip side is we have a different thing here. So in America, they have Disney Plus and Hulu, whereas here in Australia, Hulu is built into our Disney Plus, and we don't pay for the second thing. So there's swings and roundabouts, but it all just comes down to, international rights and all that kind of stuff. So, wait and see.
Do you think it's hard to say, like, what if I come and go, what do you want from this series? It's almost hard to say because you want it to be, even though it's in the same canon, the same mythology, you want it to be entirely new, right? Like, so it's hard to say, oh, well, we want it to be a 6th season of SGA. It's like, well, it's probably not what they're doing, but at least you know where to work from. So for this, like, where do you want it to be based on it, or can it be a hybrid? Can we be seeing a lot more like Earth 2 Pegasus or Earth to different galaxies or Earth to like the.
I
It could be
hope
based
so.
on the Alpha site sort of thing.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I don't want to see Shepard, Mitchell, Carter, and McKay on a team
No.
together, still doing adventures through the
No,
Stargate
that's
or
too
anything
odd.
like that. I want to touch base with all those important characters and find out where they are and
Yeah.
what they're doing. But
Similar to what SGU did, no spoilers, but they come on occasionally, and it's good.
just pop in. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, Mitch and I just recently did the episode where Daniel Jackson comes back.
Oh, yeah.
comes to Atlantis.
Yeah.
you
That was
know.
awesome.
So
Blew
yeah,
my goddamn mind. Same as when Tilk showed up last season.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, Midway. It's like, I think I heard
Yeah.
about this Midway.
So good.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, a buddy cop episode with
Yeah.
Teal'c and Ronan.
So like I want to find out about where some of these more important characters are.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find out what happened to Jonas. Who knows? But
Well, Corin Nemec was on the socials like 100.
yeah, he's
Like he was into it.
he's
Let's
like I could use a
go.
paycheck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Bring Corky
Absolutely.
back.
Yep.
We'll see what Tori Higginson's up to, eh? See if she wants
Why
to,
not?
But as far as like whatever the news story is,
She's dead.
she's ascended. Yeah, as far as all that goes, like it's the new story or the new bad guy, or whether they're gonna, wheel an old bad guy out, or the Furling's gonna be the bad guys. I have zero expectations.
That's the pitch. That's the pitch within the room. It's
Yeah.
like, let's finally do the Furlings.
Yeah, the Furlings turns out they're evil.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But yeah, I mean, the Batgirl movie has taught me now just to not have any expectations.
As long as they get-
until I
yeah.
physically have something to watch, no expectations.
As long as they get the gate tech stuff right, and all I want to see is like more things about the gates. Like Brad Wright said in that video, like I was the guy that had to say no because of budget, but because of technology now, we almost can say yes to any idea. So I want to find out what happens to you when you go backwards through a Stargate, like officially. I know that through the wrong way of the puddle.
yeah, like walk
like
into
from
it.
behind.
Yeah.
Because we know that
Oh.
if you go back through an incoming wormhole, you die. But what happens if you come from the reverse side? Like if you don't know
Yeah.
which way the Stargate's
yeah.
facing, and you go
Back door
back,
instead of front
do you
door.
just stay on that world? Just go through the event horizon again?
Mm.
Just little things like that.
Or do
I
you
want
get
to
pushed
see.
back out?
Yeah. I want to see things like different physics of like if a gate. We've seen it similar times before, where a gate's on its side and they have to jump down and fly in
Yeah.
vertically and fall in the
Because that's all
gate
stuff
room.
they wouldn't
like,
be contradicting anything we've seen
Yeah.
before
No.
because they haven't played with those sort of
Yeah.
ideas before.
just,
Imagine if
just
they-
add to it.
yes,
Imagine
yeah.
if they did a scene from, X-Men Days of Future Past, where Blink's like throwing out her little wormholes and she puts one in the ground, Colossus jumps in it, which actually puts him, 100 meters in the air.
Yeah.
And then he comes all the way down to gain that momentum.
Yeah.
She throws another one out that comes out sideways and he just
Yeah.
fully punches a sentinel in the face. I'm like, let's do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do stuff like that.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. Or do you can do so many things. Garbage planet, poop planet.
Yeah.
We've done it. We've talked about it. So
I
many
tell you
times.
Let's
what,
find out where
what-
Mayborn is.
Yeah,
Let's,
we'll be
you know.
sending some invoices out if there's a poo planet.
Oh
you know?
yeah, oh yeah.
And I mean,
if I hear one mention of a reverse Ultron, we're suing.
and look, Gero, if it's not already been, we've been nothing but big fans of yours for this
God,
entire podcast.
The royal
I've
we.
always said
I'm
that.
just saying, Maddie, we've laughed about it, we've joked about it for a long time. I mean, you're a big. This is what we've been laughing at. I mean, it is something separate we have laughed at, but the idea of Gilmore Girls, where they had the Gilmore Guys podcast, they talked about it. They ended up getting themselves a little just like cameo appearance in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gero, us being such big fans of yours, and for 10 years we've been talking about how much
I'm
we
just
love
so
the
glad
show.
Cooper's not.
Yeah,
no chance.
Yeah, because I mean, we
Yeah.
wouldn't want him getting in the way of what Gero's obviously got planned. So
And
I'm
as-
saying Martin. I'm going to go straight to Martin.
yeah.
If you need someone,
And
the
as you
three
know,
of us are here.
if Chris Hemsworth has taught the world anything, it's cheaper to shoot in Australia than it is to shoot in Canada these days.
God,
Yes.
You know,
And Hollywood.
So-
You couldn't organise
yeah,
a
exactly.
brothel in Hollywood.
So, speaking of Martins, though, I'd love to see Martin Wood come back and direct some.
Yep.
That would be or
P. Diddy.
Peter DeLuise. Oh God, bring back Peter. Oh.
Bring back Pete.
Bring back Pete. Bring back Pete as Ergo 2.0.
Oh shit!
See?
You know?
Totally redeemed yourself. But those who don't know about Martin Gero, let's just go through some of the episodes that he wrote. He wrote The Storm in the Eye, which is a pretty good one. The Return, featuring the Intergalactic Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
First Contact and The Lost, which is the Daniel
The
one
Daniel
that you were just
Jackson.
talking
You
about.
seem to be skipping over a lot of his other ones.
Duet. I'm just saying the fan favourites
Yeah,
for those who remember.
yeah.
Lieutenant Cadman was in McKay.
Yep.
Remember that one?
Yeah, the man-on-man kiss.
McKay and Mrs. Miller, the Gate Bridge stuff.
Great.
Sunday, Dr. Beckett.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're the kind. I think he understands what Stargate is. So
As
he-
a writer, as a showrunner, if it was him in 2008, I'd be concerned. But he's had a
Yeah.
lot more experience now.
Yeah.
He now knows what it's like to lose a show like that, and
yeah, for sure.
So he does seem a little more his head screwed on. At least in that announcement video, he seemed a
Yeah.
lot more clued in. He seemed a lot more respectful to the fans. Which
I want to
I
see
liked.
what they do with the language barrier, like when they go to another planet,
Mm,
because they never really explain why everyone can speak perfect English or at least ye-old English.
Yeah.
If they explain that with some kind of technology or the DHD.
Because
or-
there's nothing to say in the same way that Atlantis went to the Pegasus galaxy. There's nothing to say they don't find a way to go to a different galaxy.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we've got a new space to explore,
Yeah.
back and forward from the Milky Way. And yeah, we could have some of those language barrier issues and stuff like that.
What I want to know is if the Kawoosh has a function. Like what if the Kawoosh, if they put it into it with another piece of technology, if the Kawoosh, the puddle itself,
Oh.
actually has some
could
kind
actually
of function.
power something.
Something.
Yeah, because what do they always just
like
call
a
it?
ship or...
The unstable vortex
Yeah.
created by the creation of the wormhole.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could be
I
interesting.
always think about dumb shit like that, but yeah.
No, but that would be
Because I had
unreal.
I had an idea about this, like a wormhole ship where you would dial up, they would wheel in different gates from different galaxies and then blow the vortex into the hyperspace engine or whatever you would call it, and then they gate straight there, like the entire ancient ship just gates there.
Yeah, wow.
Anything like that, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then you could call it Stargate Galaxies and go to different galaxies. I think that's what SGU was trying to do. But with the way that Destiny was, they kind of had to limp their way through it,
Yeah.
which is kind of frustrating,
Yeah,
especially when you come back from Atlantis.
Yeah, it was very much a Lost in Space kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind if it was space-bound.
Mm.
Like, I love SG-1 because it is on Earth from an Earth base. And you can go to different worlds. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't hate a space-bound storyline.
Yeah. There's even just as my brain kind of goes, well, maybe they kind of go back to the well and suddenly the Jafar are our enemy. And I'm like, do I like that? Do I not like that? So I think there could be some ideas where you go,
As long
is
as
that a
there's
step
no
too
Lucian
far?
Alliance, I'm happy.
Yes. Yeah. Opening scene, the destruction of the Lucian Alliance.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many possibilities. I'm excited. I was tentative when I saw the article, but as soon as I saw Brad and Joe and
Yeah.
Martin Gero, I was like, okay, we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't announce it too if it was bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes, like
Yeah,
I said, they've been workshopping it for the last 18 months or so they're already at a certain way through it. I wonder if they're at the point now where they're going to be looking at casting and stuff like that, so that's why they can't sort of keep it a secret anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not like it's a
There's a guy called Lincoln
specific
Lewis, if you want to talking about
Oh,
Hemsworth.
boy.
yeah. I mean, yeah. If you want,
Oh, boy.
if you want a charming,
be great.
charming blonde straight white man to
Well-
to lead your show.
When I opened up, we posted a video and then it come up Martin Gero as like a suggested follow.
Yeah.
And I clicked into his. I'm like, how have I never seen Martin Gero's profile? He created it off the back of this announcement. He's got two
No way.
posts up, and one was the announcement video, and I saw that Lincoln had commented going, "This is my favorite show of all time," and like it is. It's like Lincoln's dream role. There's probably two
Yeah.
dream roles that he's
Yeah.
ever had, and one's adapting a great book series, and then it would be anything related to Stargate. And so yeah, Link, I wish you well, buddy. Because it'd be nice to see this come back and just
send that through to your
continue.
agent immediately.
Yeah. Totally.
Get this happening. Oh God, imagine if it did shoot down here. How incredible that would be. I mean, hey, we've got different environments than just the forestscape of Vancouver.
They filmed Farscape here. They filmed The Matrix here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heaps of other shit.
Filmed Thor Ragnarok here.
Couple of
Thor
Star Wars.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah.
We can do accents.
I've
Listen to Maddie.
absolutely. I mean, I can. If you give me some kind of area, and I'll give you spot on accents. Hey, I've got my own Zat ready to go, guys. I'm ready.
Doubles that.
Double Zat.
And what do you reckon? Like closest we're seeing this is probably like mid 27.
I would say 27.
I
Wait.
like.
Would that be Would that be like the?
Next year is the anniversary.
Oh, it's 96, was it? Not
Oh, for the
97?
movie?
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say,
The movie
yes.
was 94.
94.
And
I thought the
SG1
show
was
was
97.
97.
It'll be the 30th year
30th
anniversary.
anniversary. That they're crazy if they don't.
Yeah.
They're crazy if they don't.
Because you
launch
imagine
it.
all the
Oh, yeah, because we started in the 19th anniversary.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You imagine all the setup with
how good.
at cons like celebrating 30 years of Stargate
Yeah.
SG1, leading up using it itself. That anniversary is going to be happening at conventions all over, but using that as marketing to
Yeah.
push for the new show.
Could that even be a plot point? It's been 30 years since
Yeah.
Ra's death or something or other. Some, you know,
That's
whatever
another
it may
thing.
be.
Do they make the Stargate program public?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here on the 30th anniversary of the first time we traveled through the gate, we're now making it public.
Yeah.
We're now letting the public know about the Stargate program.
We're not alone.
You know?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Because Trump announced the Stargate project. I was like, oh, it's happening.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
No, it looked Space Force looked a little similar to some other sci-fi franchise. Is the little
Yeah.
logos that he put on there?
Space Force is such a bad name. Star Force. We've been writing it for 50 years.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Science fiction, mate.
Yep.
I'm still almost trying to wrap my head around it. Like, it's been hours since we heard this.
Yeah, I don't think
info
it's
and
actually sunk in.
I'm like, oh, cool, it's happening, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. The excitement hasn't properly built up yet. Like, we almost need to see next week's announcement where they go, "Hey, here's the title," and it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, no! We've got two things now. We've got two sources almost.
dude.
Like,
Yeah.
that'll be a huge.
Yeah, I'll believe it when we see a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, we'll keep on top of them as much as we can. So check out our socials and stuff like that, and we'll be sharing stuff whenever we can. I'm feeling a little tired because I was looking forward to a break at the end of Universe, since somebody left during season 5 of Atlantis when I thought I'd finally be able to miss an episode. But I haven't been able to do that and leave Mitch here on his own. So,
I mean, you could.
know.
I do some podcasts of my own over on Get Into Geek, and I tell you what, no one wants to hear that.
oh
shit,
yeah.
so-
How did you phrase it to me the other day? You're so close to finishing the CW verse. It's like you're trudging through the shit. You may as well make it your way to the end of the sewer or whatever it was.
something like that. Yeah.
So you're really selling those CW reviews you do.
Ah, look, you get what you pay for, I guess. So, yeah. No, very cool. So yeah, I can't
Stay
believe
tuned, I guess,
it's actually
yeah.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We did it, Joe.
Dude, can you...
stop it.
We did it, Joe Malozzi.
Can you believe it? I can't believe it.
No, like I said, with the whole Batgirl situation, until I see
Yeah.
something, I'm
yep.
just going to be like, okay, well, we could end up with Origins 2.0. So
Yeah, that
let's
was
just
so-
temper our expectations.
Is there a part of you that's going to resent Jack in a way, like I'm assuming if he's starting at Stargate now,
my son,
he's
Jack.
definitely he's definitely going to get through it by the time this new show comes out, but it'll be like a 6-month wait for him, and then he'll
Buzzes
just
for him.
And
Yeah.
but like you're like, motherfucker, I had to wait 15 years.
Yeah. No.
Like my kids at the moment, I'm showing them all of my old favorite movies and franchises and stuff that I had to wait 2 or 3 years between sequels. They'll watch one and they go, "Can we watch the other one now?" I'm like, no. You at least have to wait.
You wait till Boxing Day.
Yeah,
I threatened that because we're actually watching the first Lord of the Rings this Christmas, some stage of the holidays, and I was telling Lincoln about it. He goes, "Oh, great," and I said, "Yeah, you know what?
Boxing Day.
I've got half a mind to make him wait a couple of months to watch the second one. Fuck him. I had to wait a year."
You have to watch the first one 3 times.
Yeah, no,
before you-
I also have said that. I'm like, you know what? Let's watch the first one. We wait a couple of months. We watch the first one again, and then we do the second
No, we
one.
watch the first one, the theatrical release, then the extended
Yeah,
version.
you've got to earn that right.
Yeah.
That all sounds
shit.
like mine. Welcome to my nightmare.
No,
I think
they haven't even got up to the Power Rangers movie
Yeah.
yet. We only just got to White Ranger last week. I'm like,
There
you
you
can't watch
go.
the movie if you don't know. They're like, the
There you
Gold
go.
Ranger? I'm like, spit on you, the White Ranger.
End of season 2. That's when they
fancy.
can do the movie.
Yeah.
No, I'm expecting that Brennan's already got the spreadsheet out and he's already working out the timing so that he can basically either spread it out so
Yeah.
that Jack can go straight from the last episode of Universe into the new show,
Yeah.
or Clockwork Orange him, tie him down to the chair with his eyes open so he watches it all now and then has to wait a year at least for the new show.
It's funny you say that because I have timed it out, and unfortunately, just to make it when the new Stargate series comes out, I have to skip Emancipation.
Look, hey, sacrifices gotta be made.
And the first ones, obviously. Yeah, that's
I'd never let him do that.
That was my spreadsheet.
That's one of the best episodes of
that's
all
what Mitch will
time.
do when he makes his kids watch Stargate.
Skip this.
Yeah, skip first one.
Is this a new episode?
Yeah.
Just to piss Matty off.
Yeah.
Me? Never. Why would I ever get triggered about anything Stargate and get pissed off? Me? No.
Oh, dude, so good. Do I skip Emancipation though? Because he's 12-year-old boy. I'm tempted to.
I mean, and you show him how to be respectful to women at home anyway. He doesn't need to watch a show where
He doesn't
they
need to watch
fix.
Mongolians beat women. You know what I mean?
They don't.
Or does he?
What does he?
I mean, he's the feminist of the show.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Does he?
He needs to know that it's wrong. He needs to.
He needs to see it happen
He
to
needs
know
to
that
see
it's
it.
wrong.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
That's it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it makes
just
it,
too
makes
early.
it more
Maybe I'll
real.
put it maybe we'll go back to it halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Because I just think it's too. I've showed this show to so many people, and once we hit Emancipation, they're like, okay, I'm done.
How
I'm
much?
so sorry. I'm only 3 eps in. Don't judge it.
How much bush or symbiote boobs did Jackson?
Well, it's funny because I went to the Amazon Prime one. I'm like, oh, there's no bush and boobs in this one. I was wrong.
Oh, well,
He just looked away and he's like, can you tell me when that's over? I'm like, it's gonna be a while.
yeah.
No, you're going to Clockwork Orange this,
Yeah.
mate.
No, because Brendan's too busy A-Bing it.
Look how big her nipples are.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That kind of thing. No, I wasn't. I just fast forwarded a little bit because
Wait.
it goes for quite a while. That
Yeah.
scene.
Wait till you see her Rosemary Lamb Shanks.
God, yeah.
There's a perfect casting.
There you go.
Tatiana Shanks. Is
Yeah.
that her name? Is that her name? Tatiana?
Little lamb.
Lamb,
Little
yeah.
Lamb. Yeah.
And her brother prison.
Yeah, let's cast them. Cast them in something. Let's bring back Harcesis.
Let's do it.
Mm.
There's so many possibilities.
Yeah.
Oma Desala, she could come back.
Nah, see, she's too busy fighting Anubis.
Well, what if Anubis wins?
What? Yeah. Well, then that's Robert C. Cooper's pitch. It's okay. So, Oma Desala wins against Anubis,
Oh,
but
yeah.
then Morgan Le Fay loses against Adria. So
Oh.
then, Oma and Adria then have to go into their eternal battle
Nice.
after that.
Yeah, you could bring back Anubis pretty easy
Yeah.
Mm.
if you wanted to.
You bring back Baal, just in a different host.
That's true. Different South African.
Better be South African,
Yeah, that's
absolutely. Otherwise, Brendan's run out of segments that he can. And obviously, we've missed the most important person they need to bring back.
Puff Daddy.
Walter.
Walter, of course.
Walter.
Oh, my God.
Of course,
He's not.
Walter.
Absolutely.
If he's not Spaz 12 and some motherfucker in the
Yeah.
face, I'm not here.
Imagine if he's general.
Oh,
I mean, he's
God.
never going to get to that title
No.
because he's enlisted, but
I mean, that's what I'd be pitching the first Walter episode.
Yeah.
yeah.
And everyone's like disappeared from the base. He has to go and save the team.
But before that, it's him entering Cheyenne Mountain Base, and now he's finally got an even a better parking spot
God,
than
yeah.
the one that he got from Continuum. He drives past it and looks longingly.
I like the idea
It's
that
been a long day.
that his parking space is still outside that giant gate. Like he has to park it, but then still walk up and swipe through and get
Yeah.
patted every single time.
And that guy holding the gun with his fist on his butt crack is still
Yeah.
doing laps outside Cheyenne Mountain.
Just with
Yeah.
a giant beard. Like,
Yeah, and the bus is still going back and forward
Oh,
up
yeah.
Cheyenne Mountain. They got to reuse some of those.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
And if they don't reuse that, like
The door.
the ion shot of the Zat
oh,
blasting,
yeah.
you know, they got to
God,
reuse
yeah.
some of those.
The dick in the face shot, I call that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was in my head. I was trying to figure out a way to say eye of the penis.
I have
but
the penis.
Yeah, yeah.
I have the penis.
Yeah, the eye of Ra. And
Show 'em your
I
eye,
want
brah.
I want real deep cut
God, yeah, keep going.
I want real deep cut references that only the real fans will get, like you know, Walter
Simmerwee.
Simmerwee, Bunny Way. Walter goes to the vending machine and he's like,
yeah.
I'm really feeling like something with peanuts and caramel.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. God. So many possibilities.
Get into geek.
Get into Gate. Get into Gate Stargate podcast. Get into it now before it's too late.